First and foremost, let us address the elephant in the room. Many men, particularly those who have never been members of the Nofap community. Most of these men enjoy mocking the ridiculous names used on the Nofap timeline, such as God Mode, Alpha Mode, and so many others. You may have seen Nofap memes about how you can transform into Super Saiyan or another type of superhero after a long knife app streak. But here's the harsh reality. None of these words or benefits mean anything unless you experience them firsthand. If you like to criticize and dismiss the benefits of Nofap, here's what I recommend. Close this video and try Nofap for at least 6 months on your own. After that, return to this video and compare your benefits to the Nofap timeline. I'll show you right now. Unfortunately, many men watch this type of content, but I can confidently say that only about half of them have truly benefited from Nofap. Why? Simple. Because it isn't just about keeping your seed. That's exactly correct. Simply retaining your seed will not provide you with the benefits of Nofap. If this were true, a fish would be the most Super Saiyan because they ejaculate the least. If you want to truly succeed on Nofap, you must develop your mindset, and I cannot emphasize this enough. Better habits that consume your time that may sound cliché, but focus on what you should do rather than what you shouldn't. I remember our soccer coach telling us that when you go up to take a penalty, don't tell yourself, don't miss, because the word miss will run through your head. Instead, imagine yourself scoring. The point is that whatever you want to do, especially breaking a bad habit, you must focus on the new habits. And this is why many men fail, because they are constantly thinking about not relapsing. Refrain from relapsing. What happens next? They have relapsed. Instead, you should say, all right, I will go meditate. Why not say it this way, okay, I'm going to the gym now. Make a list of habits that will take up your entire day and lead you down the path of self-improvement. Learn to change the script. That is the key to Nofap's secret formula, particularly meditation. It's one of the most effective ways to clear your mind of unwanted thoughts. This is why the majority of our other content is meditation-based, so you can strengthen your mind and retrain your subconscious. I highly recommend that you plug in your earphones and listen to one of those meditation videos to stay calm, especially before going to sleep or on your way to work or school. This will help you to be strong throughout the day. Only if you have a full schedule will you be able to reap the benefits of Nofap. Let us now discuss the Nofap timeline. In terms of urges, your first week will be the most difficult. If you've never tried Nofap before, this is where your testosterone begins to rise and you begin to experiment with different ways to transmute your energy, particularly in the first week. It is critical that you truly learn to balance your body's excess energy. For example, if your urges increase, it simply means that you need to shift the energy balance to the other side. You can accomplish this by sleeping at night, drawing, focusing on a side business, or going to the gym, or even both. Developing good transmutation habits, especially in the first week, will determine your ability to deal with Nofap later on. But if you've tried Nofap before, this first week should go smoothly. Most addicts get tired and exhausted of doing PMO all the time. This first week should be a breeze, especially for those who are eager to get started on Nofap and reap the benefits. You'll be super motivated and have all the willpower you need to breeze through this first week. Overall, depending on a variety of factors, the first week will either be the easiest or the most difficult for you. However, in either case, mastering sexual transmutation is the key. This will determine how your Nofap journey unfolds by the 7th day. If you practice the other self-development habits in addition to Nofap, you will notice a stronger masculine presence. More respect from peers, strangers, and women. You will also notice an increase in self-esteem and confidence. But, once again, keep in mind that you must work your way up to these advantages. For example, if you are naturally an introvert, you will not transform into Tyrone by the 7th day. If you want confidence, go out there and learn how to become confident. All of these factors play a significant role in reaping all of the benefits of Nofap. For example, if you are not good with girls, Nofap will give you the initial push to go up and talk to them. However, it is up to you to study and learn how to talk to girls. And the male and female dynamics between days 7 and 30 are ideal. Only 40% of the men are still on the journey at this point. By the second week, most people have given up. But believe me when I say you'll want to be a part of this group. The advantages are well worth the extra weight and effort. It truly pays off. Around 1 month, you will notice even more massive reserves of energy, which means you have more focus, clarity, and creativity. Attracting high-quality people into your life who respond positively to you is now easier than ever because they can sense how good you feel about yourself. And if there's one thing you should know about male and female dynamics, it's that opposites attract. So, what happens now that you have a more masculine frame? Women will become more aware of your presence. They may react in ways you haven't seen before. Simply put, you command the respect of those around you. Why? Because you have learned to value yourself. If you've ever been around the Nofap community, you've probably heard of benefits that seem unreal and bizarre. Skin becomes glowy and fresh, similar to hair regrowth. All of these take effect after 90 days or so. Because your body has become accustomed to having sperm reabsorbed into the blood, your body's performance will improve. However, only 7 to 10% of men make it this far. When you reach the 66-day mark, you have reached the scientifically proven amount of time required to establish new habits and break old ones. You've most likely mastered sexual transmutation and understand how to implement and experiment with new habits to replace the need for reoccurrence of your past. You almost see your old self as a stranger, and while you still have urges from time to time, they are incomparably easier to manage. Why? Because you possess more self-control than ever before. If you've seen any of our other meditation videos on self-control, you'll know that it's a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Your delayed gratification muscles and dopamine system are completely refreshed and new at this point. Men fail at this point because they did not undergo a complete identity level shift. Most men are tired of playing their cards. You may begin to fantasize about watching pornography and how good you felt while still watching and engaging in the addiction. This is the time to slap yourself and return to the sexual transmutation routine you had planned for yourself. If you're one of the high-value men who keeps their streak going, you'll reap benefits such as new artistic mastery and business growth by not viewing women as objects to be obtained, as pornography frequently does. Furthermore, getting rid of social anxiety will be a breeze. However, in order to be confident around people and not feel out of control as a result of all that excess energy in your system, you must relax yourself every day. How? Simply meditate, pray, and seek guidance from God. But keep in mind that you are not providing yourself with the daily dopamine hit. Other types of dopamine, such as watching a football game, can sometimes be beneficial to your body. However, don't overvalue your hand. Don't use this as a reason to begin eating high-sugar diets, as both can increase your desires. Finally, it's the 9th month. This is the stage known as God mode. Just about 1% of men make it here. When you reach this point, your entire life expands and the context takes effect. This is true not only for Nofap, but for everything in life. Life rewards those who remain strong, patient, and committed to becoming a better version of themselves. Trying to master Nofap to this point and applying it to every aspect of your life, your health, your business, your relationships, and your future and even your spirituality and every other aspect. This is what propels you to a new level of manhood. This is the point at which your phrenic nerve and dopamine reward pathways in the brain return to normal. Never forget the fundamentals. Continue to practice the new behaviors, because one wrong thought or slip could determine how long your Nofap journey can last. Avoid thinking of Nofap as a challenging task and start thinking of it as a lifestyle. You might be saying right now, okay, I'll try to make it to 90 days and see what happens. No, that is the incorrect mindset. Your goal should be to go a full year without having those unusual urges. It's past time, brothers. You reclaim control of your life. Don't forget to show some love. If you learned something from this video, please gently tap the subscribe button to help the algorithm and leave any comments below.